I want to take a moment and look at the difference between a change in demand versus a change in quantity demand. Here I have a demand curve for the price of coffee beans. Now, thinking about it, I'm not sure why I'm using coffee beans. My father told me that coffee would always stunt my growth. I actually could have used some stunting. So I don't want to use coffee beans. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to change this right now to price of icy tea. Okay, we go down here. Let's change this. The change of icy tea. All right, perfect. Now we have a demand curve for icy tea. Notice that the demand curve is downward sloping because as the price goes up, I can't buy as much icy tea. Versus if the price goes down, now you can see the quantity goes up because I can buy more icy tea. Let's just say I wanted to try to get 9 billion gallons of icy tea being sold. So looking at point A, we're at $1.50. With $1.50, you can see there's only 8 billion pounds of ICT being sold. So there's two ways, if you look at the graph, that we can get 9 billion pounds of ICT. Notice we can go from A to C, or we can go from A to B. So let's look at the difference here between a shift and a movement. When we move from A to C, you can see that is a shift in the demand curve. Remember, a shift in the demand curve has to be something other than price. It's got to be something like taste, expectations, number of consumers, price of related goods, or income. All of them would cause a change in demand. So from move to A to C, it's something other than price, it's a change in demand. To move from A to B, this is a movement along the line. What is causing the movement from A to B? It is a change in price. You can see at $1.50, there are 8 billion pounds of tea being demanded. At $1, you can see, now that the price has gone down, that more tea is demanded. So now there is 9 billion pounds of tea. So there are two ways to reach 9 billion pounds of tea. A shift in demand caused by something other than price, which would be the movement from point A to point C, versus a movement along the demand curve, which is due to price.